Outside Nigeria now, the United States, South Africa and European Union will temporarily stop the rollout of the Johnson & Johnson COVID jab after report of rare blood clotting. According to U.S. Food and Drug Administration, 6 cases were detected in more than 6.8 million doses of the vaccine. All 6 cases were in women aged between 18 and 48, with symptoms appearing 6 to 13 days after vaccination. South Africa, which was the first country to administer the vaccine, has also paused its use, although no cases of blood clots have been reported in the country. The jab became the preferred vaccine there after studies showed it had a higher protection rate against the South African variant than other jabs. Since mid-February, nearly 300,000 healthcare workers have received it. Johnson & Johnson has paused its EU rollout, which started this week. It follows similar cases after doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine, which prompted curbs to its use. Well, joining us for more discussion on this is Abiy Hector Goma. He's General Practitioner and Clinical Director, Chapeltown Primary Care Network in Leeds, United Kingdom. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10. Well, the U.S., South Africa and European Union calling for and actually pausing the use of the J&J vaccine. What does this portend for the global drive to end the pandemic?
Well, I think the first thing is that is normal practice whenever cases are reported like that to pause and let the experts have a review of the cases and then see if the relationship between the reported side effects or significant side effects, if it is casual or causal. So like you mentioned that out of 6.8 million doses of the Janssen vaccine, there have been 6 cases of blood clots. But then in the United States, for example, there are about 300,000 to 600,000 blood clots every year. So the whole idea is, first of all, to see if this is probably caused by the vaccine itself, or these are people who would have had a blood clot anyway. For example, some women who take the pill, for example, at higher risk of having a blood clot. Pregnancy puts people at higher risk of blood clot, long distance travel and all of that. So the whole idea is we want to do good, but we don't want to cause harm in the process. So let's take a break, review those cases, and then decide whether it is casual or causal.
All right. When a similar issue was raised with the AstraZeneca vaccine, there was a level of hesitancy on the part of citizens in countries. How do you see people react to whatever will be the aftermath of this investigation?
I mean, it's a sad situation, but one can understand and empathize with people because there are people who are anti-vax. Whatever you say or do, they are against vaccination. And then there are others who are quite rightly cautious. They want to observe and see how things are before they have the confidence to come forward. So when you look at it in the United Kingdom, for example, we have given over 30 million vaccines. In America, about 190 million vaccines. So yes, in terms of safety, they are very safe. So for people need to look at what is going on and then look at the bigger picture.
Right.
So for example, when people come down with COVID, many people end up with blood clots when they suffer from COVID. Almost 10% of people that end up in hospital have blood clots from COVID.
All right, Doc. So I'm afraid that's the much we'll be able to take at this time. Abiy Hector Goma joined us from Leeds in the United Kingdom. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.